Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. I decided to make an update to my Guru Donut Factory. Last time I worked on this was on August 2017, and you got a way to create donuts procedurally, and and you can always download the zip, and I'll show it to you. So in order to make this, you will probably need to have Spreadstroke add-on already installed. And so if you download it, and you can have a look. So last time I was using Blender 2.79 or older. Now this is Blender 2.81. And if you reopen it, you can still see a single donut, but the node itself is already actually kind of broken. So that's kind of unfortunate. But not all is gone, because each and every nodes, almost all of them, actually can be recreated. So this is why in my GitHub, I collect a lot of pictures, and I actually took a snapshot of the nodes as well. In this case, I forgot. But anyway, I decided to take a look and recreate it for Blender 2.81. And so you can download it here. So this is Donut Factory 005. And for a little bit extra later, you can use the particle sprinkles. This is Blender, using Blender particles. You can recreate this using animation nodes or Spreadstroke, but particle is simpler. So let's have a look. I'll give you a rundown. So what's going on? So this is in Blender 2.81. Everything, every node is pretty much the same. I think I added one node in order for this to work. But here we go. This is Blender 2.81. Let me try to give you the rundown. So what's actually happening? So we started with a single torus, of course, the donuts. Last time in the older version, I'm actually using skin modifier and a circle, but I decided to just use a simple donuts, simple torus, and I randomized the donuts a little bit. You can see. So that's the donuts. That's easy peasy. You can always make changes to the donuts, like the radius of the donuts, for example, and it's gonna change the icing as well. So let me try dragging this part. Yeah, it's working for most of the most of the parameters if you try to change it. Okay, so that's the donut part, easy, but the icing part is the one that's slightly more interesting. I'm using this bisect operations, inner, outer. I think you can try. So outer give you that, not really what you want, but inner give you the result actually. Oh, okay. Have to. That's not a toggle. That's actually inner or outer. So that's interesting. You get a different result. And so bisect operation, I actually have two bisect operations. The ones for the top bit and the other one for the bottom part. So it's like imagine you have a donut torus, and you cut it in half, and you only get the top part. And top part, what I did here is kind of making this kind of mesh and combine them together, so we get the icing part of the donuts. So that's why we have this result. I think there's a couple of parameters here, so I can actually cut the donut so the icing is only a little bit on the top, not too much, and you can go all the way a little bit more. So not too much sugar. And then we have, what else? The resolution. I think the resolution of the donuts also affecting the result. So you can see, you can play around with the revolution section there. Make it like 20. Okay. So now, so okay, it's basic operations, all right, and then we are extruding the edge. So what's going on is after I get a slice, I extrude the bottom part, and here I'm using circle nodes with a bit of noise, and I can control the noise itself. So to see the icings get a different look. Let's increase this resolution a little bit more. 30. Spin sections, don't worry. So we can have more of this wave. Alright, so that's the sugar part. Extrude it, flip the normal, join them together, remove doubles. Alright, recalculate normals. Okay, this is important. Without recalculate normal, this doesn't work. With the icing part, I'm also using blender modifier, shrink wrap it into the original donut, so the main donut part. So thanks to the shrink wrap, we can wrap it, and then we can simply solidify, so you can have thicker or thinner sugar and subdivide it. Okay, so it's fairly basic and simple. If you want this donut factory with the sprinkles, download it. Just download the zip from GitHub, and let's have a look at this. Actually, simply drag and drop into Blender. You get this plus green. Just open it. Don't save. So this is also kind of procedural, because from the top part, we sprinkles a bunch of bit of particles. So I'm selecting this donut part. Under modifier, you can see this is actually just particles. Okay. So shrink wrap, solidify, subdivisions, particle settings. Okay. You can convert these objects, but they are just instance objects of particle. So this is particle settings. Basic emitter, we have almost 500 of these objects, sprinkle objects. We can have less. We can randomize the seed. And on the frame one, and it's going to be generated for you. So this is supposedly for static donuts. You can bake it. You can turn it into AR. I will actually do that in a bit. Velocity, what else? Physics, I turn it off. I turn off the physics, render as objects. Show emitter objects. Okay, epsilon objects. So this part, the chocolate part, the sprinkles is actually procedural objects that I generated using Spreadchalk add-on. It's a capsule, and this guy have a shader, so you can control the color of the sprinkle as well. Normally the way I do it is for the sprinkles, I will ensure each one of them get a vertex color, so we can actually render it out. So it's possible to render it out with all these colors as an AR. This one is actually, if you just use Eevee or cycles, it's already the donuts. It's probably not as beautiful as the donut by Blender Guru and all the artists that learn from Blender Guru tutorials, but this is the procedural, one way to create this procedural donut. It can be better, definitely. Maybe if I were to do this again in the future, turn it into something that's beyond the nodes inside. I mean, the nodes is nice, but to make it nicer and compact, it should be just a single node to create a donut, right? So there you go. That's a procedural donut updated for 2019. You feel free to download it from here, make some changes. Yeah, hopefully you find this interesting. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.